Trillium Health Partners and Peel Regional Paramedic Services have come together in a unique partnership to support the mental health needs of our local paramedics. First responders are considered at high risk for development of mental health concerns, including mood and trauma-related disorders, due to the high demands and traumatic exposures faced as part of their work. Rapid access to quality care is the first step in addressing and overcoming such conditions. With this new partnership, paramedics will have expedited access to psychological assessment and treatment services provided by Trillium Health Partners' skilled team of mental health professionals who have specialized training in working with first responders. Services and sessions are flexible based on the paramedics' needs and can be provided in person or virtually based on preference. Y-Media's team was present at Ontario's First Responders Mental Health Conference. Let us take you there.
Hi, this is Mon-Fri from Y-Media Group, and today we are here at the International Center. We have a very special guest with us. If you can just start off by introducing yourself, please.
Sure. My name is Scott Maxwell. I'm the Executive Director of Wounded Warriors Canada, and we're excited to be co-hosting Ontario's first responder mental health conference.
Thank you so much for that. I'm sure this is a huge thing, and I believe there are a lot of people who have showed up. So if you can just start off by telling us a little bit about this conference.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, it's the inaugural. It's our first here in the province of Ontario. The whole objective is to bring the different branches of services like police, fire, paramedics, correctional service officers, families, researchers, service providers, and the frontline members all together under one roof to talk about the issues affecting the psychological health of those who keep our community safe.
Thank you so much for that. And if you can just give a little more insight about your role and why is it so important?
Yeah, so I'm the Executive Director of Wounded Warriors Canada, one of the co-sponsoring hosts of this event. And as a national mental health service provider, which we are, we've come to see a lot of gaps that exist within the mental health service delivery side of this whole situation, which members can fall into and become, more injured at times than what they see and what they do. So the objective is to start pulling the community together and identifying, listening, and learning and adapting to what is out there that is working. Areas that we need to see improvement on to ultimately improve the level of outcomes and supports available to first responders and their families that, in a timely access that has that cultural competence of the care that responds to the unique needs of those who serve.
Perfect. And is there any final words for the audience out there?
No, just, I think this is a pretty tough time, a pretty tragic time, specifically for policing in Canada, now having lost 10 members of the policing community in Canada since September, 9 killed in the line of duty, and 6 of which were those that served here in the province. So I think it's a time for all of us as Canadians, as citizens of this province, to come together to show our support for those who keep us safe. That's a hand wave, honk your horn, say hi, smile, give a thumbs up to those, because they do a job that few of us would ever want to do or can fathom. And I know they don't expect to thank you, but I certainly think that's something that's the least we can do as citizens of this province.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you on board.
Thank you so much for your time.
Welcome back, and this is Mon-Fri from Y-Media Group, and we have another special guest with us. If you can just start off by introducing yourself, please.
So my name is Dr. Dante Mora, and I'm the President of THP Solutions and the Chief of Clinical Innovation at Trillium Health Partners.
Welcome on board. Thank you so much for joining us today. So if you can just start off by telling a little about this conference and why is it so important?
So why this conference is so important is there are these people who take care of us at our hardest moment. So the first responders, or our paramedics, or firefighters, or police. And when they take care of us, there's cumulative trauma that happens, or serious events that affect their mental health. And so this conference is bringing together national experts. It's like a premier conference of academics, leaders, organizations that have developed programs to help those first responders. And this is the first time in Ontario that we've been able to bring this level of groups of people together to be able to move forward this space so we can take care of the people who take care of us.
Wonderful. And what would be your role, and why is it so important for you to be part of this?
So my role is I run THP Solutions, of which Insight Health Solutions, which provides this service, is a part of. But why this is so important for our province is there actually aren't enough people to take care of our people. And those people who are taking care of our people, they're injured. They have mental health injuries. And by us providing services for our paramedics and our police and our firefighters and for our doctors and our nurses that allow them to get back to work and to take care of their families and themselves is critical. And so we are leaders in this area of how to develop programs and services and expertise to be able to provide services to be able to bring people back to work. So I'm super passionate about it.
Thank you so much for that. And is there any final words for the audience out there?
I think and Romeo Dallaire was one of our speakers today. One of the things that he spoke about is when we see people who go into the military and they have a physical injury, we see it. But when they have a mental health injury, it is an honorable injury. And for our first responders and our paramedics and the people who care for people, it is honorable. It's an honorable injury. And we are providing the best types of new services to take care of those injuries that sometimes people don't see.
Thank you so much for that. And I must actually appreciate the fact that this is a great initiative. And I'm sure the audience is going to get a lot of information. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your interest.
Hi, this is Mon-Fri from Y Media, and we have another special guest with us. If you can just start off by introducing yourself, please.
Yeah, I'm Staff Sergeant Beth Milliard.
Nice to meet you. So if you could just start off by telling us a little about the event that we're here at today.
So this is actually the first conference for first responders in mental health. So there's been a number of experts that have come in different areas through paramedics, fire, corrections, police, all with some kind of knowledge here to share what we've learned about mental health and how we can support each other going forward.
Wonderful. And if there is one thing that you would like to highlight for the audience, how is your role so important to this conference and why is it so important to highlight this?
So my role currently is I am a platoon commander, so I'm out in the field, boots on the ground, but I also have a postdoctorate research. I've done research with CIPSR, which looks at all the mental health programming, evidence-based research behind all the programs that are coming out. So I can kind of speak from both sides, being a police officer in the field, as well as having a PhD and talking about how important this conference is to get these education, knowledge mobilization out to everybody in the province.
Wonderful. That is so inspiring, I must say. And if there's any final words for the audience that you'd like to add?
I just want to say that we go out every day and we risk our lives. And, 10 years ago, nobody talked about mental health. So the fact that this is here and it's going to be here next year, just to let the public know that we go out and we do our best every day. So having the support of them also helps in first responders' mental health as well.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you on board.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Priyanka Chopra and you're watching Channel Y.
The biggest South Asian media group, Y Media. Y Media has newspaper, midweek, radio, South Asian Pulse.
Hi, I'm Amitabh Bachchan and you're listening to South Asian Pulse.
Hi, this is Amir Khan and you're listening to South Asian Pulse.
अब हर दिन सुने GTA का number 1 radio station FM 91.9.
You are watching Channel Y. Channel Y.
Prime Minister, welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's a pleasure to be back.
Online, SouthAsianDaily.com. The biggest South Asian media group, Y Media.